Horror movies I could easily survive by Derek FDB. I have seen so many horror movies in my life, probably more than anyone on earth. Probably not actually true. There's probably a lot of people that have watched a lot more than me, but I love me a horror movie. I love just shitting my pants. I will say most of the cheesy like slasher horror movies, the people in those movies are dumb. So I do think I could survive most of these horror movies. Let's see what this guy's say. Oh shit, whoops.
Were a big part of my childhood. And not because I used to watch them. On the contrary, I used to avoid them at all costs.
Oh, really?
The jump scares, the gruesome kills, all of it terrifying to me. I was a scaredy cat. I'm not gonna lie. But I think was scared.
But I'm scared too. Dude, I am so scared. I remember one time I went to go see The Conjuring 2 in theaters by myself. I actually went with my brother, but we were trying to go see, like, it was the new Purge movie had just come out at the same time. And we were going to see the new Purge movie together, but they were IDing you as you came in. Like, there were literally cops sitting outside the theater. You could not sneak in. They were standing not outside of the movie, like the whole building, the theater. Like theater number 4, there was a cop right there IDing everyone that came in. And I was not old enough to be watching that video. So they didn't let me in and I was pissed. So instead, I just snuck out, went to a different showing of The Conjuring 2. The biggest mistake of my life. I was watching that movie by myself. That is one of the most terrifying movies of all time. I remember I was sitting in my chair like this, like looking at the screen, like trying to shield my eyes, had no peripherals. Some dude had gotten up to like go get popcorn, go to the bathroom, I don't know, something. And he walked right in front of me, brother. I was like this, he walked in front of me, I was like, ah! Dude was laughing his ass off because he scared the shit out of me. But I love that. I love it. I love getting this shit scared out of me. It makes me so happy.
Scared me the most back then was the fact that if I was in any of those movies, I would not survive. What is a 6-year-old gonna do against this? But
I mean,
now,
yeah, if you're
as a
6 years old,
full-fledged, grown 21-year-old, I actually believe I have a pretty good shot against most of these horror movies. And yeah, I said most of them. I'll be going over a few of the horror movies that I can survive easily.
Dude, Chucky, are you kidding me? The fact that this 2-foot-tall doll got the drop on anybody during that movie is embarrassing. Are you kidding me? I don't care if he has the soul of a mass serial killer inside of him or what. He's 2 foot tall, made out of plastic. How is he catching you? He has to take 3 steps for your 1 step. How is he catching up to you? It's embarrassing. It really is.
Strategy and my thought process in the process, and some of the ones that I can't.
Yeah, Cabin in the Woods, that's literally impossible. Nightmare on Elm Street, okay, yeah, this one might be impossible.
This movie's main villain is Freddy Krueger. And honestly, I wasn't that scared of Freddy growing up. Even though his powers are crazy, he just made me not want to eat pizza while watching his movies. His whole thing is killing people in their dreams, so you can imagine how difficult that would be to survive.
That is terrifying. You die in your dreams. When I was a kid, this was the scariest movie for me. Nightmare on Elm Street, if you fall asleep, there's nothing you can do. He will come kill you in your dream and now you're dead permanently. That is terrifying. What? I can't be the only one that thinks that's terrifying.
Pictures of coffee, caffeine pills, and all of it, of course,
but you can't stay up forever.
Fails. Most of the time, they end up developing this buddy system where they have to watch each other sleep. And honestly, that's the dumbest thing they could do. Because what if the other one falls asleep? You're done. Draw 2 for your mistake, buddy. They had it all wrong. I have 2 solutions for Freddy. First, the more difficult of the 2 is move out of Ohio, which when I say it out loud, is not that hard because who wants to live in Ohio?
Yeah, that's true.
And 2, the easier one in my opinion, which they should have been doing since the very first movie, I just simply won't sleep. I mean, the only way he could get me is if I'm dreaming. And if I just don't sleep, then he can never get me. It's simple. I don't sleep regardless, so if my life's on the line, I'ma definitely not sleep. Even if I somehow...
Except for when you get to like day 10 with no sleep and you literally die because your brain explodes or something like that. Like they literally tried this in the movies, that you can't just not sleep.
I'll fall asleep. My dreams be weird as hell anyway, so he won't even know what the hell is going on. And worst case scenario,
he controls the dream.
In the dream world, I'll just pull him out of my dream and have someone with a shotgun there waiting for him. And if a shotgun don't work, then a shotgun with holy water. He not beating that.
Oh, that's true. He probably can't. The leprechaun. This is like the same as Chucky.
This one is the one that you guys are gonna underestimate. He's this hideous little leprechaun who has magical powers, and he'll come after you if you touch his gold. He has the ability to teleport, grant wishes, regenerate, and
easy. Just don't touch his gold. Why would you touch a leprechaun that looks like this? Why would you touch his gold? They're just asking to die.
Impersonate people.
I guess if you're
and also,
in a bad spot, you might need the gold.
Like, look, 1, 2, 3, 4. His weaknesses vary from movie to movie. Sometimes it's a 4-leaf clover. Sometimes it's a piece of metal. And sometimes it's a medallion. And you're probably thinking, just avoid the gold. Don't be silly.
That's what I just said. What?
I need the gold. But I'm still surviving though. So here's the plan. I would take the gold back home after stumbling upon it in the woods, then place it into the basement that I do not have and put it in a safe. The leprechaun will obviously come by asking, where's me gold? Then I'll kick him into the safe and lock him in the safe. Now you're probably like, he's gonna break out. He has powers. Let me get to that, okay?
Oh,
that's
shit.
not true.
My bad.
Before I went home, I picked up a 4-leaf clover that I found in the woods and I put it on top of the safe. Now I have a leprechaun in my possession and I could get him to grant any wish I want.
But do you know how hard it is to find a 4-leaf clover? You say, I'm just gonna find a 4-leaf clover, no problem. Okay, you're acting like they're just in any patch of clovers, which they might be. But let's be real here. How many people have found a legitimate 4-leaf clover? I'm not talking about a bullshit 3-leaf with a tiny 4th leaf that's like half the size of the other. That's not a real 4-leaf clover. That's not going to work on the leprechaun. You need the real deal. That shit's damn near impossible to find. Good luck, buddy.
Oh, I bet y'all forgot about that. He could grant wishes. It's literally that easy.
You have a 4-leaf clover in a vase? Bullshit. What do you mean in a vase? That shit's gonna shrivel up and wither away. How long have you had it? The only way you could like keep that, maybe if you poured it in some resin. I don't believe you. I think you're capping, chatter.
Now I survived. Y'all cannot tell me that's not a W strategy. Go ahead, I got my ear to the mic. Say it, say it. Only thing is I gotta own that basement for the rest of my life, because if somebody moves that 4-leaf clover, it's done for me.
Like what happens when the 4-leaf clover withers away?
We know the villain of this movie, Michael Myers. You see, at first,
like Michael Myers, dude. You could argue he can like teleport maybe in some of the movies. He just like appears in places that he should not be at. But all this dude is, he walks. He's never in a hurry. All you got to do is be slightly in shape, jog briskly away. He'll never catch you. What is he going to do? Easy. He is like invincible though. So definitely don't try shooting him. They tried that. He doesn't die. Maybe if you chop his head off, that works, but sometimes he still comes back. Depends what you consider continuity of the movies.
I wasn't even gonna put him as a villain I could beat, because I thought he was immortal. Especially after what happened in Halloween Kills. He got jumped by the whole town. This woman even had what is that, a clothing iron? But then Halloween ends.
Who takes a clothing iron?
That's when I realized Michael Myers is a fraud. He's just an
Halloween Ends is dog shit movie, bro.
Extremely durable old man. He's not immortal. He gets whooped by a random kid from the suburbs. Isn't this Michael Myers the same?
In my head, Halloween Ends never existed. It's not a real movie. That was the most disappointing dog shit movie I've ever watched in my life. I can't even believe it. There's so many movies that drop the ball with the sequels, but Halloween Ends, I have no idea what they were thinking. There's got to be something actually seriously wrong with whoever wrote this movie, because it's that bad. And it's something even greater wrong with the people who read the script. Like the executives at the company producing the film read the script and were like, yeah, that's good. Yeah, let's just not put Michael Myers in the video and have some random kid be the new Michael. Do like a Batman Robin team up, but Michael Myers edition. Like, oh my God, I could talk about this movie forever. I'm not going to do it. Let's keep going.
Dude who took out a whole team of firefighters by himself? I'm not gonna act like the kid Corey killed him or something, but still, getting beat up by a kid.
Yeah, dude, this movie sucked.
So yeah, as long as it's not the Halloween Kills Michael Myers or the 2007 Michael Myers.
That guy was
ruthless. I think I have a pretty good shot against Michael. Honestly, just set up a venue, bring Lori, bring the whole town of Haddonfield, and they can all just watch me beat up the boogie.
Ooh, Friday the 13th.
Now, I could be a little smarty pants to say the original Friday the 13th is just Jason's mom. So I could just pull out a shotgun. But obviously, I want to hear about our boy, Jason Voorhees. Yep. And Jason is the 6'5" man.
Oh, he's a
super
unit.
Durable. He has insane hunting skills, can crush someone's head with his bare hands. And unlike Michael, he runs. Like, yeah, he'll walk towards you to scare you for a while. But if he really just wants to kill you, he's going to chase after you. And really, he doesn't have to chase, because Jason can low-key teleport. So what are we supposed to do? Well, I got you. You see, I've played hours of the Friday the 13th video game, and I consider that game
all you gotta do is escape from.
I know all of Jason's weaknesses.
The camp.
If I was at Camp Crystal Lake, I have the firecrackers, the flare gun, and the shotgun on deck. And even if I somehow die, I'll just come back as Tommy Jarvis. And after that, it's easy wins. Even if all that failed, I'll just escape like I do all the time in the game. The easiest method, just drive out. Just hop in, start the car. I can't drive.
You're 21, you can't drive?
Mom.
That's embarrassing. But yeah, at the end of the day, he's just mad when people show up to his camp. Don't show up to his camp, you're chilling. Literally, just don't show up. People that go to the camp, They're like, hey, did you hear the story about the 15 people that have died at this camp? Let's go there and hang out. You're stupid. Why would you go there? There's been so many murders at this one camp, and you're just going to show up and be like, yeah, you can't get me, bitch. No, he can't. He will get you. It's been proven in like 15 movies. You're not going to do any good. You can go to outer space. Bitch will come there too. Have you not seen Jason X? He goes to outer space and becomes Super Jason and just absolutely destroys everyone. You're screwed. But they made the mistake of going down to earth and grabbing it. Like that was just a dumbass movie. It was funny to watch, but it was, let's keep going.
The new Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Now this one's a little tricky because first of all, you're not dealing with your average
This
Joes
movie
anymore,
pissed me off,
These
bro.
are ghosts, spirits, demons controlling animatronics. Second of all, the setting terrifying. A pizza place, let alone a Chuck E. Cheese style pizza place. Yeah, they definitely got the edge in that regard. And on top of all of that, it's 4 killers, not just one. So your awareness
If they're actually
has
killing
to
you,
be on it.
or you could be the main character in the movie and like team up with the animal. Like it was so dumb. They were hanging out with the animatronics, like having a good time. The fuck? No, the animatronics want to kill you. Why? This movie should have been so good. It made a lot of money, but like this movie pissed me off, bro.
Even
This
though
should
it
have been a
hasn't come
great
out
movie.
yet, I'm gonna assume it's just like the game. And just like I said for Friday the 13th,
It's
while
not.
many people won't think
It's not. He hasn't even seen the movie yet. This guy, dude, I wish I was in an alternate reality where I haven't seen this movie yet, but I've seen it. And these animatronics aren't even back. They're just the ghost of dead children, and they're just like confused, and they're killing you because they think you're the bad guy that hurt them. But as long as you're not the guy that killed them, you're chilling.
they will survive. I will. I've watched plenty of Five Nights at Freddy's gameplay. I've watched all the game theory videos. All I'm missing is meeting the creator himself, Scott Coffin, and that can be arranged. Just hit me up. I know the animatronics better than they know themselves, honestly. Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica, they're not doing nothing to me. I'm keeping them doors closed. And Foxy, what is Foxy gonna do?
Where's Foxy?
Oh, you're dead.
Oh, there he is.
Wow. Thank you for scaring the shit out of me. Also, just don't become the security guard at the pizzeria where the last 3 security guards all died mysteriously in the middle of the night. Duh. Who the hell would work there in the first place? Idiots. The Terrifier.
No. Now I'm going to be very honest. I know it's the thumbnail, but I am not surviving a single Saw movie. I'm sorry.
It's not the
I'm
thumbnail
sorry.
anymore. He must have changed
every
it.
trap is almost impossible to survive. And what annoys me the most is that the creator of the games, he really thinks he's being fair. He thinks he's helping people appreciate life. That's that pain ideology. No, bro, you're just a murderer. Only a handful of people
That's true.
survive your movies. Out of like 100 people, and I would know. I watch Kill Count. I look at how unfair some of these traps are. The chain trap from Saw 3, bro, how is he gonna rip that out his lip? His jaw would come out.
Yeah,
The carousel trap
yeah,
from Saw
he's cooked.
6, they literally did not have a choice in the matter. It was up to one person to determine if they lived or not. Even the first trap that we saw in Saw 1, which was the bathroom trap, was unfair. If Jigsaw's whole ideology is everyone deserves a chance, and how come in the bathroom trap only one of them could survive? This man's a phony. I wouldn't be able to survive. I'm sorry. What would I even be in there for? Jaywalking, tax evasion, arson? None of that is a big deal. The only trap I could really see myself surviving
true.
is maybe the handbox trap from Saw 2. If you look behind here, there's a chair. I would use that
Bro, these
chair
movies
to
make me
break
so
the glass
squeamish.
and take the syringe. Boom, 1,000 IQ.
Belko experiment?
You see, I never watched this movie, but I did watch plenty of The Office and I played Fortnite, so I'm pretty sure I could figure it out. So here's the plan. I would have called out a war.
If you guys don't know what the Belko experiment is, basically a bunch of people at work that work like in some weird stranded location in the middle of some random country. The building just locks down and they basically say only one person survives. Everyone else, you got to kill each other or we're going to kill everybody. Unless you kill everyone and be the last man standing, they're going to blow your head off if you don't kill him. You know what I mean? Like you're basically, it's Fortnite Battle Royale, like you said. So, chances are you're gonna die. But let's see what this guy says.
I know. Easy. Okay, I'll be realistic. If I was trapped in the office building with 80-something people and we are forced to do a battle royale, would I survive? Probably not. I don't think I could stab someone with a pair of scissors. I'm sorry. But I read up online. Apparently, the building had an armory for some reason. If there's an armory, then there's guns. And where there's guns, there's room for an American.
Yeah, but they all the other people are thinking the same thing.
This movie took place in Colombia, so they don't
Colombia,
know
that was the
anything
country.
about shooting guns. Me though, from the United States of America, I know everything about guns. I sleep with a shotgun under my pillow, a Glock in my
But all the people at the office building are American. That he doesn't I guess, yeah, he hasn't seen the movie. They're all American. So they're not a bunch of Colombians. Well, there maybe a couple of them are, but like most of them are Americans working at this company to make a bag, and then this shit happened to them. So they all know about guns. You're screwed. You're gonna die.
sock and an AK in my PJs. So when it comes to shooting people, yeah, I got it. I'm surviving Belko experiment easily. As you guys saw though, there's only so many horror movies that I can't survive. I mean, realistically, I'm unbeatable, except if you're talking any paranormal. I'm not surviving any of the Conjurings, Insidious, none of that stuff.
I mean, all you need is like a
them
cross.
demons away. And
you're
moral
chilling.
of the story.
Yo, good video. I'll leave a like. Two horror movie icons that are arguably the easiest to beat. Chucky, despite being a doll, he has the strength of a regular man, but even then, he only ever gets the kill because of stealth. So stay sharp and kick the dummy like a dummy. He's a doll. I guess if you're sleeping and he kills you in the middle of your sleep, there's not much you can do about that. But like, he's still a doll, dude. He might have the strength of a regular man, sure, but so do I, bitch. 1v1, we have the same strength, but he's a doll. I'm winning. Ghostface, these are regular Joes for the most part. And not only that, they're the most incompetent and clumsiest killers ever who only get the kills because their victims are just as clumsy as them. I mean, it depends, brother. Some of the Ghostface in some of the movies are like 5 foot, 100-pound girls. Somehow they're killing people. I don't know how those people die in those movies. But other times, the killers are actually like mentally ill big dudes. I don't know if you're surviving the mentally ill big dude. Like, he is psychotic. He has nothing holding him back. He's coming at you at full force. You're probably gonna die. But then again, just shoot him. Yes, sometimes they wear a bulletproof vest, but you shoot him in the face. Dead. Honorable mention, It movie. If you're not afraid of him, he has no power over you. Worse, if you bully him enough or has the perception something can harm and even kill him, it will. Note that in the book, these only thwart him, so it's just the movie that is that easy. I mean, it's one thing to say just don't be scared of something, and another thing to actually not be scared. I will say, I would love to just be like, yeah, bees don't scare me, but at the end of the day, if a bee starts flying in my direction, I am getting the F out of that room. Bees scare the shit out of me. No amount of rationality will make me not be scared of bees. I love how in theory, everything seems easy and the plot seems stupid, but if we are truly there, we should be so scared that we would do something stupid as well. That is true. Like, think about it. Your anxiety is probably off the charts. Anytime I get a little bit anxious, I start thinking like a nematode. So yeah, you're probably right. I probably won't be thinking clearly because I'll be scared as shit. So that makes sense. I would suck the out of Jason, even Freddy Krueger's dong, and they wouldn't kill me? What? You think if you just give him a quick sloppy toppy, they just won't kill you? My problem with Freddy is you only dream in between the stages of deep sleep and consciousness. So if he creeps you out, just wake up. It's not that hard. What? That makes negative sense. If it was that easy, then it wouldn't be a movie. Clearly, once he's got a hold of you in the dream, you can't just wake up. Someone else has got to wake you up. Like, it's not that simple. If it was that simple, there wouldn't be a movie. At the end of the day, most of these horror movies, all you got to do is not be where the killer is. If you don't show up to a town, state, whatever camp where people are known to die, then you're probably chilling. Easy. Beat all of the movies. Leave a like if you want me to do more videos like this.